Today's February 9th of 2017. I'm bringing you the Leo full moon of 2017. This is going to be the Leo full moon eclipse that will occur February 10th, 7:34 p.m. East Coast time here in the U.S. Now, this moon is going to be full of conflict, passion, war, and aggression. We have Saturn in Sagittarius, the moon in Leo, Mars, Venus, and Uranus in Aries. Those are all the fire signs. Fire signs are to stir one's passion, to bring about the spirit, bring the spirit out, to want to bring change. So we're the alchemist here. Having the moon, Saturn, Mars, Venus, and Uranus in these signs trining each other, we're all working together for change. That's why we see what's going on in the world, because we have all this energy in these fire signs where everybody knows that we cannot go on. Some people are fighting for causes that they think are right and they're not. Some people are fighting for causes that they think are right and they probably actually are. I don't care which side you're on. You must get in line with nature. It's about fighting for that which works within nature. So that's what we need to be working on here. I don't care what you're dealing with right now, because I know there's a lot. I know it's chaotic, but know you can bring change to anything you're dealing with. Some things just need to be tweaked and improved. Some things need to be totally removed. Whichever end of that spectrum you're on, you better be careful. I talked about in my annual video about flip-flopping. You might want to be able to put yourself in other people's shoes and see their perspective, not because that's what you need, but maybe it'll help clarify what you're doing and what you need. If you cannot do that, you're probably going to be somewhere along the way tripped up and then really going to get frustrated. These are times that major changes occur. But what's going to happen is we're not going to see the major changes till this fall, late summer, late July, early August, when we have the two new moons in Leo coming up. So what we do now is going to take and solve some of the issues that we have. And then the issues aren't solved, by the time we get to this late July, August, we'll be able to put ourselves in a scenario that's going to then create how we'll solve where we're going. Because this is also, not only is it a full moon in Leo where the spirit must rise up and make things or try to improve things, it's also an eclipse, and eclipses change the environment or give us information or position us where we're further along or more than we were before this eclipse. So huge changes are here. A lot of warring, a lot of conflict, a lot of passion, a lot of alchemy. So change is everywhere. Remember, on the full moons, we want to take action. That's what's being done. I'm watching it everywhere. Where I'm really nervous is there's not many people truly looking at all perspectives or trying to get back in line with nature. So it's got me a little bit worked up where I normally wouldn't be. I know we're heading somewhere good, but I think it's going to have to get way worse before we can get to where it's good. So get ready for that. And I'm begging you again, find your truth. This whole time needs to be spent about how you come to conclusions, how you understand, and then how you can apply what it is you know to make things better or to get things to where they're improved. If you're just following everybody else, you're going to have a big fat mess that everybody else is going to have. So you might want to be awful careful here. The moon is, of course, opposite the sun. They're at 22 degrees Leo, so find where that is in your chart. And you'll see that action taken there by house will really benefit you. So find Leo 22 degrees where the moon is, take action. Jupiter and Uranus are opposite each other. Uranus in Aries, Jupiter in Libra. They're still nicely squaring up Pluto. Jupiter's gone retrograde. So careful here, as Pluto in Capricorn is us revealing that which has been hidden, that which doesn't work, and that which needs to be destroyed. We're at 18 degrees, so we're in the stages of total destroying and now the rebuilding phase. Uranus and Jupiter opposing each other in the sign of self and the sign of not self are the flip-flopping that I talked about. Because they're squaring up, others are going to teach you what you need and don't need. Please be wise enough to accept that and own it and know it. You're going to bring the same to them, so get ready. We're all changing. Mars and Venus are now in Aries, so we're getting fired up even more. And this is just an escalation. Like I said, a lot of war, conflict. There's going to be a lot of improvement for long term here if everybody gets in line and gets after and finds where their perspective is, and what makes them feel alive, and works from that perspective and realize that they can bring the energies in and help make the change from what they know. With what's shown here, you're wise, or you have the wiseness or the ability to see things from the past. That which has worked needs to be reintroduced. I've talked about those things a million times over. I hope you find that which you know works and get maybe a little bit more in line with that, because if it's coming back, that means it's in line with nature. With Saturn in Sagittarius, we're going to see a lot more out of Antarctica, a lot more inventions. There's a lot of ways that you're going to find that are going to occur here as we move forward to help you and help us along as a civilization, but we got to be willing to accept them. The history that you've been taught is one pretty much big fat lie. The more you can get into that philosophy, the better you'll be. The more you get into this Sagittarian late transit of, the Saturn late transit of Sagittarius, the better you'll be at where this thing can go. You're getting pieces of the puzzle here. Make a lot of notes during this time. Take action. See what the reaction is of the action you took. And then I'm telling you, by late July to late August, you're going to be able to really start laying the groundwork of where you want to go. Until then, it's total destruction of anything that has been a lie or not in line with nature. So you might want to prepare yourself accordingly, because this is a doozy. Good luck. Email with questions.